Hi, wonderful people of the world. Today we're going to make a bread, but at the same time, you can see it as a breakfast, you can see it as a pizza. It's all together and it's called zeytinli bitta. It's a Cypriot dish. Our friends from North or the South Cyprus would know about it. Some Greeks would know about it. I believe this recipe goes back to Venetians. They used to own Cyprus, as you know. It's a cousin of Focaccia. It has black olives, green onions, cheese all together, but the whole is much more than some of its parts. It's going to be crunchy outside and very soft and incredibly tasty inside. Last week, I asked you guys what you want. You wanted a dish that you can make in the COVID time at home, but you also wanted it to be local, Turkish. So I wanted to put the dish of my childhood. And for that, I have this baby. What do you think this is? Bag of chips is me, not this one.
900 of bread dough.
900 grams of bread dough, as Bahar said. Yes, we can start the recipe. The ingredients, we have black olives, spring onions, normal onion, halloumi will make the difference, and a bit of string cheese, sesame, and some eggs and yogurt. That's it. Now, I'm going to finely chop the onion first. Onion in a bread is happiness in life.
Is that your saying?
Yes. My jokes are not cheesy, they're onion, you know? If you're still watching, thank you guys. If you can't find spring onions, you can use chives or you can increase the onion to 1.5 onions. Then I'm going to dice the halloumi cheese. Unfortunately, they are making these halloumi cheese very salty, so please wash them thoroughly before use. Otherwise, it becomes this very salty, unpleasant cheese. It's thinner than a dice.
Can we make halloumi at home?
Yes, I'm really good at making halloumi cheese. If you want, please tell me. You might not have a specific dish in your mind, but please talk to me on what kind of things you want to see, to learn. In the traditional zeytinli bitta, there's just halloumi, not any other cheese, but I didn't have 2 whole halloumi, so I wanted to use another cheese. And we have a lot of black olives. There are black olives like this, which is wrinkly, and there are olives which are like this. The difference is how it gets matured. This is done in sele. And I want to show you something else. If your olive seeds are all black rather than brownish like this, it's not so good. There might be some preservatives which are not so good. So I haven't been making this, by the way. My mom came and she brought this dough. She said, please, Refika, make this bitta for me. And then I did it, and then it was finished in like 10 minutes. So I wanted to share it with you. After I take all the seeds out, roughly chop the olives. Now, because it was really warm, this bread became huge. The best way is to do this. By the way, the seeds of the olives went to the bokashi to become soil again. Now, what we are going to add, the onions and the cheese, and then 2 things, which is first about 150 grams of yogurt, which is like 4 heaped tablespoons. For the substitute, it could be kefir, or it could be 100 milliliters of milk or cream. But the sourness is better in yogurt, so if you use yogurt, that would be much better. Then, about 100 milliliters of olive oil. And this is, guys, there's this girl called Selin in Ayvalık. She does this wonderful olive oil. I'm going to put a few of my cell phone shots from how the olive oil is made. I'll show you how this wonderful smell and wonderful color comes to life from scratch. Turkey has one of the oldest olive oil trees. Unfortunately, we weren't able to increase the numbers as Italians or Greeks did, or Spanish people did. They were really much better in preserving their olive trees, but we're getting there, hopefully. We're almost there. This is my mom speaking, these 2 things. Normally, I wouldn't have put them. She's very keen, and you know how mothers are, and as girls, we have to listen to them time to time. this is a good time to listen. A tablespoon of sugar. When I put it, it made a great difference. It also makes it more like a cake than bread. And also 1 egg. Finally, a heap 2 handfuls of mint. As you can see, the dough grew a lot. I don't want it to like totally lose its power and air. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roughly mix it. This is a whole, like, I didn't rip it apart. Some of the ingredients are inside, some of the ingredients are around. So that's it, just like 30 seconds of mixing. Now, I have this baking tray. It can be any kind of tray, glass, ceramic. I'm making sure that olive oil, everything. And now, as you can see, there are like on top ingredients like this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pull the dough from sides and make it on top. I don't want to make it into like this perfect shape. There are holes here. The air will get around and some parts will be crunchier, the inside will be puffier. I like this irregular shape. On top, I'm going to Bahar.
Yeah, putting sesames. You imagine.
Okay.
Enough?
A little more of the Nigella.
Your hand.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna show you the mess I made.
Okay. And ta-da! That's why I asked you. We are losers. Sorry about that. What I did by mixing the dough was I traumatized it. So I'm going to let it sit in the warm kitchen for about 15 minutes. It will rise a little. Then I'm going to put it into the oven about 200 degrees Celsius, closer to the bottom shelf. The oven is without fan, that's really important. And it's going to be ready in about 40 minutes. When the 40 minutes is over, open the oven, take your cake out, and then put a knife inside and then look. This is good, but at the bottom it's not so good yet. Can you see here? So it needs a bit more time. This timing will differ depending on the size of the cup and etc. So I'll wait for about 5 more minutes. This is going to rest a little. It has to rest a little so that it soaks up its juices. It's like meat as well. Oh, look at this all around, Bahar. Wow. But as it is, it's when it's hot, everything is just like relaxed. Now, when it gets into this cold place, it has to pull its juices, come into its senses. So we have to give her some time. While we're waiting for this baby to cool down, I want to read a Turkish poem about olives. Actually, it's about life. The name of the poem is about life. And it's from Nazım Hikmet, who was this great person who went to exile in Turkey. There are so many great people for different political reasons went to exile. I'll read a part. He talks about how to take life seriously like a squirrel, just to live, etc. etc. And in this part, yani öylesine ciddiye alacaksın ki yaşamayı, 70'inde bile mesela zeytin dikeceksin. Hem de öyle çocuklarına falan kalır diye değil. Ölümden korktuğun halde, ölüme inanmadığın için. Yaşamak yani ağır bastığında. Now, time to eat this. I just want to rip it apart like this.
I want to put my face into that.
Now, we have to hear the sounds. This is the sound. Yes, would you like to taste it? Now, the crunchy part is nice, so I'm giving this to you. Yes is with us today. Nice.
Really nice.
The outside is really crunchy and inside soft and wet.
Wet in a good way, no?
Yes. So guys, this is it for now. You can change the olives into green, change the cheese. The technique is easy with the ingredients that you have at home under the COVID conditions. I'm sure you can make it. No, I'm sure it's going to be wonderful. I'm going to put the translation of the poem down below as well. For now, that's all. I simply cannot stop eating it. I'm so sorry talking to you with my mouth full. Hope you like it. I love you guys. Take care. Don't forget to like the video. Bye. Mmm. Mmm.